Hey everyone, so today what we are going to be doing is Mike, my buddy here, was actually at the BC Overland in, where was it exactly?
In Fraser Valley and Hemlock Valley Ski Resort.
Yeah, so anyway, there was lots of vendors there and whatnot, and so I've been looking to upgrade my rear lights and was going to do the JW speakers, but this local guy at Edmonton actually picked up, or he started making some lights, and they are very, very similar to the JW speakers. And as you can see, the only difference being is these arrows right here. So this is your brake light, and when you have your blinker on, these arrows go in sequence across on the outward to show which way you're actually going. So, but they do look pretty much identical to a JW speaker tail light. You know, you've got your reflector on the side. This is your reverse light, another reflector. That's your blinker, and then that's your brake light. So what we'll do is we'll take a look in the box to see what we have and just show you what the difference, the biggest difference is. So this is the lights in the box here, and so that's what they are. One thing that is a little different, you can see that we've got two resistors here. These have to be put on metal. They can't be really hanging free or anything, but they do have to be grounded to metal because these do get very hot, and you have to make sure that they don't touch any of the wiring. Okay, the reason you've got two resistors, you've got one extra wire here, and the reason for that is that these blinkers, to get those so that they go in sequence across, you have to wire this up to your front blinker. So we're not going to do that today, but we will get these lights put in. But as far as the quality and construction, you know, I'm actually pretty impressed with them. You can see you got a moisture vent here, but as far as the connector and stuff, this is all siliconed in there really well. I mean, the wiring is essentially the same as the factory wiring. All your connections are all shrink tubed really well. It's well put together. It's a factory plug. So I don't know, I'm pretty impressed with these so far, but we'll get these things installed and show you how they look when they're done. Okay, so these are essentially a plug and play, and you can see this is your factory plug and everything, and you just push it tight. There we go. These right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just zip tie my wire up in there. I've got to figure out a way to get these mounted in here. If you kind of look inside here, there's not really, well, I guess I could screw them onto this piece here. That would probably work. Right in there, get my drill in there and do that. I could do that in that respect. But there's not really much on this side. You probably can't see in there, but anyway, yeah, so I might be able to do it, just put my screws right on there to hold those in there. So maybe we'll do that right. Okay, so you can see there, we just put a little tiny self-tapping screw. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's one there and one there. So we've got these hung up out of the way, as you can see. So these get very, very hot. So having them mounted on metal is a good thing. It'll help them cool a little bit better and things of that sort as well. Okay, so we do have everything all done here now. And as you can see there, we got them both installed. So Mike is just going to hit the brake lights here now. Well, you can see they're nice and bright. Wow, look at that. That's cool. Maybe put the hazards on. Yeah, so look at that. Nice and bright. Well, the guy that has them, sorry, let's get some light here so you can see what it is, but this is the guy that has them. He is a local guy here in Alberta. There we go. So you can see that WranglerOverland.com, and there's the website. Here's the information on the back here as well. So he's got essentially everything. He can completely outfit a Jeep in that respect. But so here's my wire that I've got running down the frame rail. I just got to cut that out of there. But I've got my plug for my lights. What I have is the GW speakers blinkers. So we're going to be cutting this connector off, as well as cutting this connector off. And then what we are going to be replacing it with is a Deutsch connector, just like this. And then one thing you do have to do to get this wire here connected, and what I've done is I used a voltmeter to get this wire here figured out, so I knew which one it was that connects to the blinker. And as you can see here, I just have a little tiny single surface mount LED, and I'm going to be connecting that in there as well, because with these Bushwhacker fender flares, I've got these which are not a blinker, so I physically have nothing on the side here that's a blinker. I had these on my other Jeep as well, and they're just gives you a little bit of a blinker on the side. People see it. And so what I did is on the wires here, I just stripped out a piece right there that I'm going to be hooking up, you know, the positive to this in that respect, so that I've got everything together. And I actually might even put this wire in there as well. So I'll have those two there, and then put the main wiring on there, and then we'll kind of go from there. So anyway, we'll get this all oh, and I made these, like I said, I made these they're a Deutsch connector. It's a 3-way Deutsch connector, fully waterproof. It's a really good seal on it as well. I need 2 hands to open it, but anyway, you just push that and then everything just pulls apart. So it's got a nice locking there, just locks there. But anyway, let's get this started. You can see we've got all our wires cut, and you can see I've got my negative one. That's this black one right here, and then I have the blue one connected to that, and then I have the negative for this line, or this light here coming out, and it's the white one. That's one thing about these lights here. Where is it? These lights here. Black is the positive, and white is the negative on those. So anyway, we're just going to get these soldered up. I got all my shrink tubing in there as well. So we have it all done there. It is a little bit of a mess on this side. I'm going to try and clean it up here, but I have it all connected. So you can see there's my little surface mount LED there. I got my blinker on here. And then if we come to the back here, you can see now that here we go. You can see the, let's see if we can get a better photo of that. There you can see that it's sequencing. So anyway, so that's a blinker. To get this to go on its own, you've got to wire this. Whoops, to get this on its own, you got to wire this to your third brake light, which I am not going to do. Just seems like a whole lot of extra wiring just to get that to go separately, but I do like the fact that you know, that it is separate, I guess, in that respect. But anyway, so if you guys do have any questions at all, or any comments, whatever, just let me know, and I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and have a great day.